Hello everyone, good evening, welcome to more GT3 driving, not on ECC today, but on Le Mans Ultimate in our Lambo. And guys, I think, has there been some update? No, there hasn't. For a split second I thought my car's not pitch black in the practice session. Sadly it still is. But that doesn't mean it won't be our colors going into the race. However, speaking about the race, Portimao, a track that I not driven in ages, it feels like. It's also a track where I consider the Lambo to not be the best car. We'll see about that together in tonight's LMGT3 Fixed race. For the time being, we just warm up. As you can see, we're doing our very first lap. Trying to learn which lines to take around here, trying to learn which assists. I'm not sure if I ever drove anything else but an LMP2 or I think I once did a GTE race around here. But yeah, this excessive understeer of the car through that final turn, I was just waiting for it. Anyway, I'm Marshall, hello there, thank you for joining. How are you doing? So 144.7 by Ciclari, and that surely being a benchmark, because Ciclari is, I think, the lead driver of the championship, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, it's going to be a huge DR drain anyway today, as you know. We love to keep donating DR in GT3 series. Just 2 more races, then maybe the donation stops. So I feel like I'm doing like a 47 right now, but certainly nothing as fast as a 45. Oh, this is going to be so horrendous in the race. So horrendous. Yeah, 47, right? 47-0 to be precise. Let's see how much. I wanted to say, let's see how much of that we can turn around in the lap, in the first lap with warm tyres, but well, tyres are not warm, they're cooked now. Maybe I even have to hope and consider that Ciclari's lap time is a qualifying run or something. Right. That's crazy. How much do you need to lift through that final turn to not go sailing off the track limit there? So how are you guys doing tonight? Hope you had a great Tuesday already. Laurie, how are you doing? Good evening to you as well. Hope you're doing alright. I have no idea how I'm supposed to keep the car from spinning there. I think it's just like GT3ism, really. It just loves spinning. Of course, the track limit. It's like a millimeter of a cut, if any, that much. But okay, we're taking it. Yeah, the thing is, the fixed setup is different per track, right? But like, as you say, you need to have the luck that on your track that you're using it for, it's decent. I can't necessarily say it is for Portimao, but then I should probably just think about myself rather. Oh, come on. Now I have finally some tire temperatures in, hashtag not from spinning. Always wanted to take the Joker out once. And now I can't find the performance anymore. Then I also guess where the rear's been shredded, like they have been on this setup. Not on this setup, like on this cars with the spins. Probably no grip available in the first place. Dario Iemulo is running the Lambo, so am I. But yeah, I think a couple of people started signing up with it and then signing off with it again. For whatever reason. Or maybe it's an obvious reason, I don't know. We're doing 45 minutes times 60. We're doing this at a 104's 26 laps. So I can take out some 10% of pools, I guess. Not saying that this is making the car lots quicker, but every kilogram might count, you know. So I need to get somehow into the target of 45.6s, if I'm not mistaken. Nicholas, hello there, how you doing? Lazy of L, hello there. Yeah, Wilco Robert, like, into most of these turns, it just kind of feels snappy in the back. Then here, when you go onto the throttle, it oversteers, and the next moment when you are going on throttle for the turns, it just understeers like a mad ship. You're almost done with the month closing of August. You're a lucky boy. I had to report the month end of August by this September 5th already. We're creep. Are you guys listed on the stock market or? Okay, yeah, it was same for us. Same for us. We're also on Nasdaq. Out of curiosity, what company you are working for? Yeah. Vintage stock. Nah, I never heard of them. Always in the type of context or contrast that you are comparing to, right? I see. Well, the corporate office is small, the rest is probably medium-sized, I guess. We're 2,400 people across the globe. My company has 130 people in the local office, like office and production. But yeah, like as a corporate, we have over 50 entities across the world. But we're listed on Swedish Nasdaq. Yes. Come on. Send them track limits. Ah, boy oh boy. I really hope that the Aston Martins are putting in quali laps. If not, I'm doomed. 4 more minutes. $44.2 for Dario Qualiron. Oh, that actually makes sense. Which would mean in hindsight, and I mean, can I just go for Qualiron? Yeah, real quack. Car set up. We don't care about the pen that we may get. We need a 3 minutes 20. Ah, you know what? Just go for it. And then we need to warm up the tires. Not with the Spinala, presumably. The thing is, I'll never get the temperature into the area where I would need it without like already destroying and overheating the tire completely. But I don't mind, I'm gonna give it one go regardless. And I also don't care about track limits right now. Oh well. Let's see what the race will be. Because I think at best a high 44. But let's see who is in the race in the first place. It's not too crowded tonight, is it? Yes, I know this. I need to be fourth. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I can't be fourth. I'll be like 10th at the very best. I want to be mid 44s to be like not completely off the pack. MD, thank you so much. It's interesting news, especially with the 46.8. On 46 on the BB, that's what I meant. Uh, 44.2 is part of a hot lap guide. But yeah, but that is surely with a with a real race setup, no? Or is that with a fixed setup in the first place? Interesting. Well, you never know if there is more grip right now or whatever. Question is, whom am I looking at? Or for lines and stuff. Okay, practice is done. You know, there's not really a point going out with 2 or 3 minutes to go. The bigger issue is that we now have 15 minutes to go in this qualifying session, despite effectively, I think you at maximum take 4 laps in it in order to, you know, not screw up the tire and so on. So we'll see how that goes. If I take 4 laps of time, actually 45 times 60 divided by, we're actually doing 115s. Not 115s, but 145s. 26 laps still. It's 93% of virtual energy. Who's out? Barrier, Imhoff, Barrier, and that Ferrari. Where's Ciclari? Ciclari is also going. He's gonna be an alright benchmark to me to watch for the moment. Ah, V8 Kettenbieber. Sorry for overreading your message. Thank you for joining and welcome. So a 22, but a 44.2 by Alex K. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. With all respect to Alex K, I don't think he is quite the esport level, unless I'm completely mistaken here. So if he can do a 44.2 with a fixed car, these guys should be doing 43s. Can't wait, maybe they're going to do exactly that. So interesting, Ciclari is going for 2 warm-up laps straight. That video was sunny, 32 degrees according to the website. The setup is listed as far as conditions go. Yeah, that's fine. It's not like it's an unreal condition. Don't get me wrong. So let's check the lap then. Understeery boat into turn 3 as well. Just want to see how people are handling stuff. Maybe I can take something out of that for my lap. It's fully onto the curb. A rather wide line on the exit. Similar to what I do usually. That's not what I'm doing. I go way wider. It's being tight. Is that what? That's not where I lose half a second alone, do I? Yeah, he doesn't go as wide in the first place. First gear probably for rotation reasons and early into the throttle. Let's see how much he needs to lift on the last one. It's also significant, but not like too significant, right? Do you get what I mean? It's not like he's completely waiting for the car to rotate. Puts it 44.8. Well, I guess we're gonna go then. I really wonder how Iamulo is able to run that brake bias. Not that brake bias, that traction control, but let's see. Maybe we can find out. Hey Martin, how you doing? VR journey was fine so far. There's more coming regarding the VR journey on Friday if things with the time schedule this week are getting along nicely. Don't get interested, guys. On Friday we're gonna run a VR again. And then I'm thinking about putting a community evening for Friday 19th of September. With a couple of short races instead of one long one, and I might also do them in VR just for the gags. So if you guys are interested into that, I appreciate welcoming you there. Luke probably gonna smash in it again. Well, Luke is on a 44.2. Exactly what everyone else has been running in the practice session, so let's see about that. I mean, apparently that seems to be not much slower. The question is how much less speed are you carrying onto that low straight here. Maybe I'm taking it a little bit too far on the outside. I may agree with that, because what I'm doing on the outside is because I need to rotate the car as I'm never really flat out on the brakes. And I saw Ciclari obviously, when straight lining it, could go flat out on the brakes. So maybe there's that difference. Anyway, Whitehead 44.1. Again, like Ciclari, a 44.8 would be a preferable result in the end. I think I want to have the Lambo in second there. Maybe first for the rotation, but then second for the acceleration for sure. So, We have 2 more laps to fix this. First lap's going to be like a 45 high. This is not right, come on. Track limits turn 1 exit are super harsh. This is actually like good luck getting a lap in that's not track limited. Let's see what the Delta's doing on the outside line. Yeah. Literally exactly the same, right? So I'm pretty sure fix the track limits, and it's a reasonably decent lap time. At point 1 will put me like somewhere close to the top 10. Now only 1 time delivering it, please, Mitchie. Run a bit wide. Yes, come on. Yes. Come on, rotate. P6, I guess. Yeah. How much am I lacking? 3/10 of further spots? Yeah, I don't know. Who is missing time-wise in the front? I think we're all done. Walter Pink, hello there, how you doing? Soundless, thank you so much. Yeah, it was really good improvement so far, absolutely. I could have gotten up 7/10. Really? 7 instead of 4. Why did I lose the 3? I honestly, I think there were maybe 2 more 10th in the lap, but yeah. Bezier 44-0. I mean, you almost got to say I'm disappointed of Siglari in 8th. The big issue is, like, the guy's going to be quacking the race. No matter, or no idea how, but in qualifying he was always kind of struggling a bit. But when race came, oh my god, guy went quick then. .25. You think I had a .25 in? Oh, I wouldn't necessarily say so, but anyway, here we go. 4 PM daytime in the race. I got fresh tires on the left. I think, like, it's very important to not burn the left hand tires, right? So we see how that goes. We're starting 6th, which is, honestly, is a good result. Problem is, I should have been 4th according to the system. So we've donated more DR to everyone ahead of us. Especially, I think, to Mr. Bezier. Anyway, guys, I appreciate your time here. I enjoy you watching and enjoying the stream. And if you do enjoy what we're doing here, please give a thumbs up on the YouTube channel for the stream. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. And follow on Twitch to support our... Hoppa! I almost effed it up with the fuel. Michi. Be careful. So, again, guys, if you're not yet followed on Twitch or subscribed on the YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. Hit the thumbs up button. Oof. A small hiccup on my side. You got a top 3. I got a top 3 finish here. I'm gonna donate you 10 euros on your next review if I end up 3rd. Because I don't think so. Literally, I don't think so. Just watch. Copy. Sokinada, thank you so much. Interesting way of writing my name. Oscar Wilde, hello there. Thank you for joining. Right, guys, here we go. 45 minutes of GT3 Fixed Drama. Review for the tube. Copy. We're trying to have the faith. For the first moment, we just try to have a good race start. I think that's what I'm caring about most. I think I'm in a good spot. I'm kind of suspicious why everyone is having 100% and I have 91. But maybe it makes a huge difference. Well, a good start. Let's see how much of that we can bring over the line. Who or what bonked me there in the hairpin? Have you guys seen by chance? Oh, this is fierce racing happening at the front there. It was inevitable to lose that position. I wanted to almost say it on the exit of turn 10. With that too wide, us having to go for the gap on the inside because otherwise no chance for us to keep the position in the first place. I had to obviously outbrake myself then into the penultimate turn. And Whitehead in the front being like, thanks guys, I'm taking the lead here. I'm not too worried about the 30 minutes. I'm more worried to have like no clean racing ahead because people are bonking each other and going into each other. This is why Leiden and the Mercedes now went off. Yeah, I don't know, like it simply turn in, despite I'm somewhat there. And finally I have my front damage. This was my major concern. Yeah, I'm trying to survive, guys. I'm hanging on to it. Martin, what do you mean? With the peak? It's not, well, the car is still recovering, Emo. The Mercedes is coming back and trying, like, I have the overspeed. If I don't try to tuck my nose in on that level of esports, I may as well qualify 10th and then just stay there. I mean, now I qualified 6th and may as well just stay there too. Unless guys ahead are gonna kill each other. Oh, this is brilliant shit. I mean, you know, you could always argue as well that Leiden should have never put the nose in that penultimate turn like he did. Like, he was way more behind than I was in this stage of the turn. All those shenanigans. And the rear left is slightly overheating. Well, my default BB is as far as to the back as possible in order to try and get most rotation on the brake. We have moved on long ago with just discussing different POVs. Yeah, certainly for the GT3 cars on fixed setup, it's a lot to the front. I agree with that. Don't really know where we can overtake that Aston. It's ballisting fast on the straight. It is extremely fast in the final turn. Where I'm literally just killing my tire. Track limits is a tricky one around here. I mean, that quite have some pace, I think. At least pace for P6, but I don't know whether I have the car ready for that. Remember, the Aston Martin is running like 10 to 15 kilograms less fuel. It has a fuel ratio, I think, from 0.8 something. I got a fuel ratio from 1 point something. So roughly between 15 and 20 liters more. Which means naturally the Lambo should become faster towards the end of the race. Sorry, Kevin. It's just a shame, like, the top 5 are sitting so close together. And it felt like in the beginning we had an opportunity to rather stick with them. In the meanwhile, reality has struck and we're sitting in the back again. Left inside tires, slightly too hot. I'm trying to force myself so much coming off the brake in time, but I just don't. Kevin is damaged, copy. I think that's the reason why he is... I don't want to say that he is slow, because obviously he's like not that slow, but I would have expected him quicker, that's for sure. So maybe the damage is holding him back. Man, he got so much performance in that fast right-hander. Despite his damage. A Lambo is just an understeery high-speed boat. It's nuts. I mean, I see that I have performance over over Kevin in the low speed turns. Thanks to his damage, most likely. And also maybe thanks a little bit to the BOP. It's just a shame, like, we both don't have the pace to get to the top fighters ahead anymore. Which in hindsight also means probably by the time now, even without my mistake that got me behind Kevin in the first place, I would have likely not have stand the chance to stay with the guys. But now I also have to consider that unless something weird happens, I'm not having a chance to go for Kevin at all anymore. Because as much as I'm gaining on him a little bit in the low speed turns, it's this one particular corner where he takes so much performance away from me. Although this lap it's rather the same. 46.7, 46.3. So we're catching on the guys ahead now. Maybe I should preserve left-hand side tires a bit harder. You never know. If these guys are going fully at it at the front and now burn up their tires, not sure if it's a thing for them. And we stay somewhat compliant, but that would also mean for me bringing the left-hand side tire temperatures a bit lower somehow. .48, 45.8, 46.1, 46.0. Oh, we're there or thereabouts. Ah, we now have a good rhythm. Oh, the dirty air though. And one lap, the tire temperatures are a bit down. Lap after, they are back up. And I think the guys ahead in the top group probably just have lost time while being side by side or something. I'm at 1.75 of track limits. Sometimes I really shouldn't be that careless about them. Nah, I'm not giving him some headlights. On a driver like that class, this doesn't work anyway. People don't understand it. Let's just wait for the opportunity. Quasia, what would be the traction control that you'd expect? I mean, it's a Porsche is something different, right? Porsche also has a completely different characteristic of car and everything. And I'm not saying I'm not driving this on the very edge. Errol Channer, hello there. Thank you for joining. How are you doing, buddy? So guys, if you appreciate what you've seen, please give the stream a thumbs up on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, make this channel grow. I would love to see you guys support with a sub, with a follow. So I wonder if Kevin is starting to struggle with the tires thanks to the damage. Mavericks, what is he saying to his car now? Chris, there is a tutorial on my YouTube channel on how to do it. Only Sims, thank you so much for your Prime sub on the Twitch channel. That's much appreciated as well. Giga support. I can't keep the power down. It's so frustrating. 1 second you're not on point. Jumping over that curb thing is that's my issue. But then running into that ABS. David Ruzal, thank you so much for your subscription on the YouTube channel. Welcome. Quasi, it's fine. We're streaming also to allow you guys for your questions. That's part of the streaming life. When you put yourself on the public, you will need to withstand answering questions. It's like F1. How are they calling it in the paddock? Interview zone? The pen? The pen? I don't know. Like, drivers have to go there as well, putting themselves out in the public. That's fine. We have to deal with that. Interesting that you mentioned that. I personally would hate iRacing for the physics, but obviously buying the content or like buying more fees to borrow content is equally annoying, so I hear you. Yeah, I know, Quasi. I know. Incidentally, I think Le Mans Ultimate is it 5 per car and 7 per and 8 per track, or the other way around? Can't remember. If you would break it down, but then obviously in Le Mans Ultimate you can buy bundles. So, now the Lamborghini becomes alive as the fuel amounts in the cars are about equaling. Yeah, Leiden is dropping a little bit. Top 4 is in a crazy battle though. This time we could get a run. Awesome. Perfect. Now we need to make that mine punt count and run to the distance. Yeah, if you appreciate the move on Kevin, give the stream a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more of that action, follow on Twitch, also for more live streams, such as tomorrow, the Mercedes AMG Virtual Championship at Paul Ricard. We have been promoted into Division 1 after 3 very good first events in Division 2, sitting second in the championship, getting the promo dub. So we're now racing with the big boys tomorrow. And then of course on Thursday, guys, Le Mans Ultimate WEC Online Championship with the Ferrari around Fuji, if I'm not mistaken. Move was brilliant though. Now just not allowed to dump it. Thanks, mate. However, I would appreciate to be a little less on the edge, but a bit more consistent. But then, I understand that I think in order to be quick, you have to be on the edge of that card all the time. Don't get me wrong, it's like a constant struggle. The hitting, braking marks and everything, because if you put one foot wrong, the way you're driving this on the edge, as you've already pointed out, you know, 1 foot beyond the edge is like going down. But I'm now getting a little bit of space between me and Kevin, which is great. It reminds me of the battle that we had in Spa-Francorchamps. He overtook me in the first 2 or 3 laps, and then like mid-race I was able to return the favor. Yeah, the damn track limit is always with you. And what I just literally said about the edge. Is the Porsche down at top speed? Question. I have to say, as much as the Lambo setup is understeery in the high-speed turn, I kinda start learning how to drive this car around this track. And I have to say, I sort of enjoy it. It's a challenge. It's not particularly easy. But like, if you just get it right, it's so rewarding. It feels so great. It's a little worse, you say. Well, the Lambo isn't the particularly fastest car on the straights, I think. So, people ahead to 46.0, 45.8, 46.1, 46.0. They're coming for a 46.3. 4. And then, you have to probably say the result overall, like this, if it stays like this, would be pretty fine, because what you have to consider, we qualified in P6, 3/10 off P5, which means literally top 5 is at least 3 or 4/10 a lap quicker. And after 22 laps, this is exactly the gap that the guys are having now. Between 2 to 4/10 quicker than me in average. So you have to probably say, this is maximum position. However, the closeness of racing in those top 4 spots is literally mind-blowing. And I think this is a little bit of a difference that is arising simply from driving, because, you know, all these cars ahead have done, if they did the 6 hours of Kota, they've done it in a GT3. While I've done it in the hypercar, and arguably you could say I'm not driving GT3s a whole lot. So being 10 seconds behind these guys by the end of the race, I don't want to say this is a success, but I would at least say this is alright. This is like a considerable gap for a guy that tends to rather drive hypercar before he touches a GT3. And occasionally we can match the pace of people ahead, so like, don't get me wrong, the guys ahead obviously are quality drivers. But me lacking the overall experience and rhythm from mostly driving hypercar, that certainly plays a role here, I guess. Yet though, I'm enjoying every lap that I can sort of be on pace with them. And if I'm completely honest, I think most of the time I'm simply overdriving the car, running too much in ABS. How much practice for me to be up with them? Tough to say. I mean, now I do like 30 minutes before the race. I'm pretty sure they do not much more. But of course, since they are in the rhythm of driving their most favorite GT3 every other day, they obviously get easier up to speed with it, and instead of me coming after 6 hours of Kota from an hypercar, be like, okay, let's get used to the speeds of a GT3 first, then let's get used to the proper usage of ABS again, and then we can talk about speed. As we have 3 to go. Proper usage of ABS is running with trail braking through the turns to get your rotation, but not run you into ABS so that you get understeer. For example here, this turn 10. Can brake hard in the straight line, but then need to ease off until I stop using the ABS, and then the car starts rotating. And that you need to get on point, as in brake hard for the beginning, then open up the brakes, and then go fully at it. So Ziclari died now, or what? Thank you so much for your subscription there. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. These guys at the front are mental. Like top 4 sitting in a second. This is nuts. Someone tries to survive the last lap without a rear wing. Yeah, and then these saves, as great as they may look, it just costs you more time. I think at this stage of the race, it's not like the rears are giving up, but I think I've overheated the rear significantly. So what I'm trying to do now is one more good lap. Just try and see as the guys up front ahead are going at it. Yeah, this is a good lap that I can deal with in the end with. Because what are people doing in the front? 46.0, 45.8, 46.2. We're coming for a 45.9, which is statistics only, but not the slowest lap out of the top 6. So we have Aston in second, then 2 Lambos, then a Mercedes. Those guys might as well be living the game. Like, I would do it too if I had the time, but I can just live it in the evening, and then I need to live in the first place. You get what I mean? Yeah, guys, a big massive thank you for following us tonight. Remember, we've been handed in for this race in P4, like with the number 4. So, have you guess how much percent of driver rank we're donating out again? Uh, what else? Kevin got in 10th. Davy Gibbons? Is that David John Gibbons? Anyway, we have a quick look into the results. I'm looking forwards. Minus 4%, I say. Yeah, minus 4.1. It's biblical. It's biblical. Like, it feels like I'll never get back to Gold 1 because, like, even in a hypercar without sufficient practice, I won't get in the top 3. And in the top 3 is like I gain a percent or 2. It's broken. It's fully broke. In the meanwhile, I hear the girlfriend shouting at the dog. So, where are we sitting in the overall championship? We're sitting 4th with Spa points have appeared. That's awesome. That's really great. So this is a drop round for me. And then what else is a drop round so far? 246. Yeah. What else is the drop rounds here? 246, 235. I should be ahead of Chris. Just about. Let me have a look. +2, -6, +1. Crossed out. That's crossed out. And then it's +17, -11. I think I'm just 5 or 6 points ahead of him. With Ciclari, it's more tight, but I would assume those two eyes drop rounds. -11, +4, +3, sorry. +10. That's my drop round versus his drop rounds. So 53, that is +11. Oh, this 295, that hurts me, of course. So yeah, I think I'm sitting 3rd overall in the championship behind Dario. Ahead of Kleinitzel. Ahead of Stachecki. I think third should be a reasonable place here in the overall sitting. But let's see, it's one more round to go. It is, well, if it's not Imola, then it's Monza. Oh boy. What kind of Monza? Can I see what kind of Monza it is? Anyway, guys, I'd say thank you for watching the schedule. It is standard Monza. In the Lambo. Parabolica Understeer galore. We'll see about that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Tune in tomorrow. Mercedes AMG Virtual Championship. That happens at 7:30, most likely, or 7:45. Let's see, because I'm running this long-term ECG. I might be, just starting short before. I'm fighting for P-Dead last anyway, so won't be a surprise. But yeah. Anyway, we are going to have a raid. Udonas is no. Here we have Ramucho. Ramucho 777 is live with the more ultimate. Your favorite sim, your favorite game to watch. So enjoy it, guys. Thank you for watching. Ay, 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 ay. Ride my brain. Here we go. Right, guys. Thanks for your time. Have a great evening, everyone, and see you next time. Bye bye.